We're here to enjoy. We're here to have a good time. By the time this video comes out, so I'm streaming this a day after Saturday, right? But by the time this one comes out, will be the second. When is the second? It'll be like, I think it will be midnight of the second, or at 18 o'clock of the 1st of March. I forgot. One of these days this video will come out, and I would have got like someone on Reddit complaining about the fact that I'm uploading this many videos and like sharing them on Reddit, and I was thinking to myself like, well, where else am I supposed to share them? You know, like how am I supposed to get people to know that I'm doing this? Because like the reading is like, yes, majority of the reason why I'm doing the reading is so that I know about this world, and I'm just curious about every SCP. I just want to appreciate every SCP that people have made. But the videos are meant for people who want to like go for the same journey but don't want to be bothered with the reading, or want to have a personality behind the voice, you know, like I read them, but I also give my own, like, you know, little 2 cents to it, or I make jokes to it. So yeah, it's when it comes to the videos, yeah, with the new style of like having each SCP have its own individual video, it will be a bit of a spam happening, because I just don't want to upload them daily. Because if I do that, by the time I'm at SCP 1400, you guys will be hearing maybe like the 1060, you know, like you'd be like, after a while you'd just be far behind, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, let's just enjoy, as we always do, and read and read the next batch of SCPs, shall we? I see somebody on Twitter like the stream link, which I think I know which the person this is. Yeah, the same type of people as always. All right, here we go. Universal dumping grounds. So there must be a lot of trash. But is it on? I'm not sure. I want to say I don't think it's on Earth that this is happening. Because a universal dumping ground, like a place where a bunch of stuff from the entire universe just gathers, it cannot be on Earth. It must be somewhere in, maybe in our Milky Way, maybe somewhere in our galaxy it is, but not on Earth. Euclid, well, decent rating, I gotta say. Okay. Research site 60. I'm also a bit tired from yesterday. Like, Sunday is always a bit of the slower reading day, because I just, like, there's like a lot more exhaustion, especially because I drink G Fuel on Saturday. I would have done today as well, but then I slept not enough yesterday, and I don't want that tomorrow either, because I do running on Mondays. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to risk that. So Sundays is usually a bit more of a struggle to read. But let's go. Research Site 64 was constructed in the guise of a waste treatment plant in order to study and contain SCP-1330. SCP-1330 is to become... Let me check something. Yeah. We're good. Just wanted to double check. SCP-1330 is to become daily for new instances of -1, which are to be transferred to the Research Site 64's indoor sorting chamber. Instances deemed to be of interest are to be categorized and stored in the appropriate chamber, while all other instances are to be tagged and returned to SCP-1330. Task Force Psi-14 Lord Admiral Men is to be permanently stationed at Research Site 64 in order to prevent access to it by unauthorized persons. Now, I just realized I completely forgot to do for the SCP videos. Forgot to add a background sound. We'll do that for dispatch. I gotta remind myself to do that for dispatch. If I don't do it in the comments, just bash me. Just be like, hey man, you fucking forgot. Just, I don't care. Just do it. Make sure I don't forget for next time. SCP-1330 is a landfill located at SCP-1330 anomalous nature stems from the origin of the bulk of its content. An estimate of 64% of the refuse found in its origin originates from various extra-dimensional sources. As the nature of the items found in SCP-1330 and additional tests confirmed, SCP-1330 appears to be connected to or possibly occupy at least 27 different extra-dimensional points, which refuse, henceforth -1, traveling between them at random. SCP-1330 is therefore in a constant state of change, with new instances of -1 replacing old ones. SCP-1330 appears to only affect items discarded as being worthless, though how an item is determined to be considered worthless is uncertain. Due to this, no item placed in SCP-1330 with the intention of transferring it to an extra-dimensional point will be affected by it. Attempts to bypass SCP-1330's item restrictions have been unsuccessful thus far. See testing log. SCP-1330 first came to the Foundation attention after interception of a local television network's news piece about a large number of homeless living in a landfill. The residents of the landfill were convinced it was visited by aliens and showed various unusual items they found in it as proof. I mean, they're not wrong, are they now? One of these items bore marks similar to those seen on SCP. Foundation personnel closed down SCP-1330 to incoming traffic, removed the interlopers dwelling in it, and secured a perimeter around SCP-1330. What did I just say before, SCP? Don't be on Earth. If you are a universal dumping ground, that shit's gonna pile up. I realize I'm a bit... Okay, hold on. This should be a bit better position-wise, right? Because like I was a bit too far to yeah, it's always a bit difficult to get that one down, but okay, don't do it on Earth. Addendum, get those coins out of the way, get those coins out of the way. Addendum A, on the following items were recovered from SCP-1330. Recovery log. Okay, 3 empty glass jars. Murray's Marvelous Marmite label claims the product was manufactured in New Kensington, Virginia. No such brand or city are known to exist. So it's not only from this universe, it could also be from alternate dimensions. Imagine how annoying that must be. We already have to deal with our own trash in the ocean and all that stuff. I know this is not in the ocean, but like we already have to deal with so much of our own shit. And next thing you know, we have to deal with trash from other universes, other realities, other dimensions. I would be annoyed. I'd be like, we already... What? No. Leave us alone. One. Grey t-shirt, 4-sleeved with numerous sweat stains and holes. 2. Glass eggs cracked and chipped and filled with the unidentified substance. Transferred to Into facility for examination. 1. Animal carcass belonging to an unknown species of feline. The specimen bears a close resemblance to Machaerodontidae, saber-toothed tiger, though its stature is identical to that of a normal house cat. Can you imagine having saber-toothed tigers that are the size of a normal house cat? Just a cat with like giant ass teeth. Man, if that cat ever like, if you try to pet it and it decides to bite you because it is annoyed with the amount of petting it gets, that hand will be punctured. You will most likely bleed out of death from the hand alone. 8 pamphlets for pamphlets of the bake sale organized by the Unified Western Manichaean Church of the town of Gamaliel, East Jersey, taking place on October 19th, 2003. The Manichaean religion is largely considered to be extinct since the early 14th century. In the province of East Jersey was disestablished in 1702. 1. Newspaper, Agora Gazette, the ancient Greek. Newspaper has food stains and cigarette burns and features colored photographs and descriptions of modern technology. 1. Non-functioning cell phone and earpiece made by the Dane Corporation, a corporation that went bankrupt in the late 1970s and produced only farming and construction equipment. Microchip and battery technology found in the device appears to be decades ahead of the Foundation current capabilities. Despite this, the device lacks features common in commercial cell phones such as camera or radio. 1. Photo album. Fondest memories belong to the family. The front cover of the album has several footprints on it. One section of the album commemorates a family vacation to Mars. I mean, there was an SCP that were a whole house got teleported to Mars, so maybe it's the same people. Evidently taking place during the summer of 1992. Examination of the photos suggests Mars to have undergone an extensive terraforming effort. In many of the photos, the face of the family's mother has been either cut out or scribbled over with a black marker. A broken toilet bowl containing 800 grams of polished gem quality diamonds. Well, I mean, if the homeless people found that, they could use that to get them out of that whatever situation, eh? Although no, I think nobody will believe them that they just found this in a dumpster. Or in a what's it called? Dumping grounds, yeah. I mean, yeah, imagine that, like you see this like disheveled person, just like jacket that's like dirtier than anything you've ever seen in your life before, beard, and they just walk in and it's like, I found this bowl full of diamonds, and they're like Those are like each one of these diamonds is like $10,000 worth. I don't know what the fucking normal worth of a diamond is. I'm just saying some number. And you got like 50 of those, and it's like, what you got this from? Like, I said I found them. Yeah, okay. Where did you get this? Like, you would only feel bad for the homeless person because like he clearly like did find them, but nobody's gonna believe them. Especially nobody's gonna believe any of the other things that they potentially. I mean, the Foundation found out these things first, but if a homeless person found these things, nobody's gonna believe him anyway. 9 copies of Presidential Perversion, and an erotic novel describing the adventure of Dick Studley, the 69th president of the uninhibited sextings of America. The print in the book, my God, the print in the books is badly misaligned. The covers have been stripped off, and the books have been marked with a rejected stamp. Of note is the President Studley's sexual partners are 5 distinct genders. Wow, okay. 4 empty soda cans, Conquer Worm Energy Drink. According to the packaging, drink contains water 70%, sugar 10%, arsenic 5%, and enriched uranium 5%, blood of virgin 9%, and artificial coloring and flavors. Drink manufactured in Golgotha, Ohio. No such town is known to exist. Addendum B. The following attempts to bypass SCP-1330 items restriction have been made. Test log. Okay. Test A. A $20 bill previously in the possession of Dr. Okay. It's still recovering. Test item was tagged on and placed in SCP-1330 by Dr. Several control items already within SCP-1330 were chosen to be observed. Following 2 weeks of observation, it has been concluded that test items failed to be affected by SCP-1330. I am recording, aren't I? Yes, I am. Control items all disappeared and were replaced by different items in the period of no more than 1 week. Test B. An empty cigarette pack previously in the possession of Dr. Similar to Test A, but test item was not tagged and instead only observed remotely. Test item failed to be affected by SCP-1330. Test C. The core of an apple previously in the possession of Dr. Similar to Test B, but the test item was placed in SCP-1330 by an agent unaware of its properties. Would any agent agree to that, then? I feel like an agent would be wiser to be like, yeah, just walk into this pit. It's like, whoa, listen. You're the Foundation. Your word is law. But I've seen enough bullshit around here to know that this pit is probably something really weird. You gotta tell me what to do first. Like, what SCP Foundation agent would ever like just walk into a pit that the Foundation asks him to do without having a couple of questions? Test item failed to be affected by SCP-1330. It appears SCP-1330 is able to detect the original intention behind attempts to use it. Test D. A used tissue previously in the possession of D12. D12, previously aware of SCP-1330 properties due to his work in sorting instances of S-1, was given Class B amnestics in order to place test items in SCP-1330, now unaware of its properties. Test item failed to be affected by SCP-1330. It is hypothesized SCP-1330 is capable of sensing not only the intent of the owner of the item placed in it, but the intent of anyone involved in the process of placing an item, recommending further examination of this capability. And the last test. Test E, an empty tin can. Agent, unaware of SCP-1330's properties, was asked to collect a piece of refuse and send it to the doctor. Also unaware of them. Inside 19. Doctor was then asked to send the test item to Agent in Research Site 64, who arrived there only for the purpose of this test, and was not made aware of SCP-1330's properties. Agent was requested to give the test item to D56, another new arrival. D56 placed test item in SCP-1330. Result. Oh, this was not the last one. Test F is the last one. Excuse me. Item failed to be affected by SCP-1330. Apparently, SCP-1330 can sense the intention of using it to transfer an item even when no one in the process of producing, delivering, or placing the item is aware of it. Test F. Undisclosed for the purpose of the test. A level 0 sanitary personnel on site was asked to collect a piece of refuse and send it to another level 0 personnel working on a different site. Said personnel was requested to do the same until the item passed through 43 different level 0 personnel. Test item was then collected by an agent unfamiliar with SCP-1330, delivered to Research Site 64, and placed in SCP-1330 by a different agent who was also unaware of SCP-1330's properties. A camera was installed next to the test item, and number 27 in the chain was asked to observe a live video feed of it daily and report any alteration in its state, in the guise of psychological examination. At no point were any personnel aware of SCP-1330's properties allowed to know the nature of the test item selected, nor the observed video feed. Test item was observed for a period of 2 months, 3 times a day. Reported no change in the test item state. Due to its nature, it is likely that SCP-1330 cannot be used as a means to deliberately introduce harmful elements to our dimension from a remote point. However, accidental introduction is still possible. Due to this, discovering a way to purposely harness SCP-1330 in order to eliminate a possible threats is of the highest priority. Attempts to bypass SCP-1330's resistance are to continue until a solution is found. Okay. There we go. Let me just put this to my list now. I still feel bad for the homeless people. If only they found out those diamonds, we would have been like, "Oh, boys, we got out. We can do it. We can stop being the way we are. We can live the high life. Finally." But then the Foundation came along and ruined everything. Oh well. I mean, it's at the end for the safety of the human race to begin with, so they have to do it.